Panther Nation podcast. Yeah. Let's go. Yeah. Oh, cut it. Cut right. And I would like to introduce one of the hottest podcasts in Carolina history. Let's go. Yeah. Talk less chat. We got time to chop it up. Talking analytics and fantasy draft. You know what's up. Panther Nation representing. Cause this is where we talk that. Talk that's so incredible. Make them rewind that talk back. Pause. Talking Panthers football. We discussing it all. On and off the field. You know exactly who to call. You know we the #1 podcast. Competition is non-existent. You need to stop that. Pause. It's an honor to be a Panther fan. Pause. At Bank of America, that is where we ball. Coming to the jungle, then you gonna feel the pause. Winning the trophy for the city, it is the call. Black, white, and blue, we going Carolina strong. And this is the conversation where everyone belongs. Discussing all the numbers and topics, you know we got it. We the hottest podcast, and we popping. Let's go.
QueenCityPodcastNetwork.com.
Yo, what's cracking? It's your boy Rashad, one half of the Panther Nation podcast, and it is the Morning Huddle. If you are new to this channel, hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell, get into the comments, all that good stuff. This is the Morning Huddle. Grab yourself some coffee. I got some tea right here. I had some coffee early this morning, but I got some tea right now because it's a little cool outside. So got some tea right here, some green tea. But yeah, man, I have a feeling it's gonna be some potting about to occur right now. It's about to be some potting, and I apologize in advance because I'm about to pot. And it may flow. Some people may catch some strays. So I apologize in advance for what some of the words I'm about to say, and some people may get offended. So I'm apologizing, but I'm about to pot. It's time to pot. Okay, Steve Wilks was fired by the San Francisco 49ers after the loss. And Steve Wilks has had a horrendous run in the NFL. Like after his first stint with the Panthers, it has been horrendous, right? He goes to become the head coach of the Arizona Cardinals, fired after 1 year. Then after a couple years, he's brought back, you know what I mean? Hey, Carolina, you know what I mean? Matt Rule, we got a little shindig going on over here. Come back as our, assistant, DB, whatever he was here, DB coach. And, Matt Rule gets fired halfway through his little jaunt. And then Wilks is promoted to head coach, right? Interim head coach, right? Does a great job, flips the team around. From there, he does not get retained as head coach. Now, I'm gonna be honest. I'm very consistent. I'm gonna be honest. I thought it was the right move, right? I don't like what happened after the fact. I don't like that they hired Frank Reich, and that was proven correct as Frank Reich was fired halfway through the season, and we look crazy. You know what I mean? Steve Wilks, I think his coaching style as a head coach had a cap. I always was a fan of getting an offensive mind in the building. I've been consistent with that. So I agree with us moving on from Wilks and going a different direction. However, I think that I'm in the minority in that. I am in the minority of that thought. A lot of people in Panther Nation wanted Steve Wilks, and I do believe he deserved it. I do absolutely believe he deserved the job. But my personal opinion was that I felt like an offensive mind is better fit for what we're trying to do. Okay. It is what it is. All good there. All good. We move on from Steve Wilks. He gets picked up as a defensive coordinator for the San Francisco 49ers. Great job. That defense has great players, great personnel. The scheme is basically already in place. Like, you just got to execute it. All that's coming out now. Kyle Shanahan is going on the record talking about it, and they have a thing for their defense. They have a way. They have a scheme that they want implemented. Okay, so you gotta go within their box. So great position because again, they have a proven track record of success. Saleh, D'Amico Ryans, all those guys have gotten head coaching jobs. So it's a great job to have. And so for guys like me, I was happy. I was happy for Wilks. Considering the circumstances, Steve Wilks got the best job. The literal best job. When you talk about Christian McCaffrey and all those guys I cheered against, Christian McCaffrey, Sam Darnold, Steve Wilks, those guys landed in the best spot they could go to. It's the best spot you can go to. The San Francisco 49ers are a tank. They are a well-run machine, okay? Top to bottom. So he went to the best place he could go to not only relaunch his coaching career, but then potentially get a head coach job because guess what? The past couple of guys, like I said, Saleh and D'Amico got jobs. That is a pipeline. That San Francisco job is a defensive coordinator job is a pipeline for success. Like Carlos said, so we thought. So we thought. Okay. And with that well-oiled machine that the San Francisco 49ers have comes expectations, right? Expectation comes with that. Expectations comes with that job. Now, let's talk about it. The San Francisco 49ers defense was really good. Really good during the postseason, or the regular season. During the postseason, take a step back. Obviously, folks are playing checkers out there, or playing chess. Excuse me. What happens in the playoffs usually differs. It's a different game, right? So teams are going to take advantage of you. They're going to try to pick you apart defensively. So that's what they did. So yeah, they were looked a little rocky in the playoffs. I'll give you that. But at the end of the day, they won. They won. They were in the Super Bowl. Something they could not accomplish last year with D'Amico Ryans at the helm. Something they could not accomplish. Okay, I know they got a quarterback hurt and all that, blah, blah, whatever. That quarterback was healthy this year. They still didn't win a Super Bowl. I digress. Anyway, so now we get into the Super Bowl. Patrick Mahomes is the GOAT. You hold Patrick Mahomes to what you held him to. Did a great job defensively against Patrick Mahomes. Made a mistake in overtime. Made a mistake going into overtime, okay? You never blitz Patrick Mahomes. Zero blitz. You never do that. Or cover zero, excuse me. You never cover zero Patrick Mahomes. Man, come on, you don't do that. You can't blitz him. You can't put your cornerbacks on the aisle. Now, he's going to pick you apart. And Kyle Shanahan, apparently there was a point in the game where they went to the huddle. And, you know what I mean? Hey, nah, you can't don't do that no more. Don't do that again. Shanahan is berating Wilks and overcalling his calls out there. You know, that's the word on the street. You can see it. Go back and look at the game. Okay. And so it goes on. You know, obviously we know what happens. Patrick Mahomes drive down the field. They get the 7 points. They score, walk-off score. They win the Super Bowl. Next couple of days come after the Super Bowl. Boom. Steve Wilks is fired. Right? And I'm like, yo, how do you fire a man like Carlos said? Bro, 3 points that he held Patrick Mahomes in the first half. 3 points. Bro, ain't nobody. The special teams was trash. San Francisco special teams are trash. Okay? Let's not talk about, I guess, the special teams is Steve Wilks' fault. And let's not talk about the overtime kerfluffle where you chose to defer or receive, instead of deferring. That's Wilks' fault too. It's Wilks' fault that Brock Purdy couldn't hit open guys in the end zone. That's Steve Wilks' fault. So I get to a lot of things before I get to Steve Wilks being the reason why y'all didn't win the Super Bowl. I could name at least 3 or 4 things. It's Steve Wilks' fault that George Kittle only had a reception, 4 yards, something like that. That's Steve Wilks' fault. It's Steve Wilks' fault that Ayuk is pissed now. Ayuk and his girlfriend. That's Steve Wilks' fault. Bro, what are we doing? Like, I get it. You always gotta find somebody to scapegoat. I get it. It's a business. Somebody gotta take the fall. I get it. But I can get to a lot of reasons before I get to Steve Wilks being the reason why you lost that Super Bowl. And so I say all that to say, Steve Wilks has had a horrendous run since 2018. Bro, if I'm this man, I don't know that I ever want to coach again, bro. I keep getting shat on. I get shat every turn. I'm getting shat on, bro. I just don't, bro. I don't get and listen, I agree with us going a different direction. But I can understand his frustration. Bro, you from Carolina. You a Carolina made guy. You a Carolina guy through and through. Johnson C. Smith, you him for the Carolinas. And you don't get picked up for the head coach's job. You get fired after 1 year in Arizona, the whole Josh Rosen situation. Crazy. Bro, that's crazy. That's not supposed to happen. And then San Francisco now fires you after a Super Bowl appearance where you did a great job, a fantastic job against Patrick Mahomes. And I don't care that you cannot allow that performance, that overtime series define his performance. And I get it. It's a Super Bowl, biggest game of the season. What he did that entire game, you cannot let that overtime see, because it's not his fault. Again, that Kyle Shanahan chose to receive and had zero lack of football situational awareness to call the right situation and defer in overtime. That's not Steve Wilks' fault. That is Kyle Shanahan's fault. And then the nerve to have the players out here saying they had no idea. Bro, that's not Steve Wilks' fault. That's Kyle Shanahan. And listen, again, I will take all account. Bro, I've given Kyle Shanahan probably the most props in the world on this pod. Bro, I've given him a great offensive mind. Great this, great that. But, bro, what he did and what he just did to Steve Wilks, bro, zero respect. Zero respect. Zero respect, dog. No, sir. And not only that, bro, look at the timing of the firing. I get it, they're in the Super Bowl. That's not Shanahan's fault. That's not Shanahan's fault. I'll give him that. But the timing of this situation sucks so bad because he's not going to get a job elsewhere. Every position is full. He's not going to get a role anywhere else. He's going to have to go back to college, take a year off. I'm sure Carolina's still paying him something. I mean, hell, we probably paying 20% of the damn coaches in the league right now and in college. With the way Tepper be firing guys, we got mad coaches on the payroll. So I'm sure Wilks can afford to take a year off. But bro, the timing of it just sucks. He's not getting a job anywhere else, unless it's probably like I don't know, a consultant somewhere, or he gets in somebody. The jobs that are available right now aren't what it is. But I don't know, man. I don't know. And here's the thing. I don't know if it has anything to do with the lawsuit. I doubt it. I doubt it. Yeah, I mean, I doubt that it has anything to do with the lawsuit, because if anything, yeah, I mean, you got more ammo, and you don't want to give more ammo to the lawsuit. So I don't. My personal opinion is that I don't think it's that's the case, but no, Kyle Shanahan was the one that announced it. Kyle Shanahan was the one that announced it. Shanahan was the one that announced it. and I can read you the statement. Let me see if I can find the statement. Let's read this BS worth of statement that was put out. So statement goes on and says, this is a quote unquote from Kyle Shanahan in regards to Steve Wilks. I've been sleeping on this one for a few nights and trying to come up with a few tough decisions. But this morning, I relieved Steve Wilks of his duties. And that's from Shanahan. It was a really tough decision because it really says nothing about Steve Wilks as a man of football, as a football coach. He's exactly what we wanted as a man. He's a great football coach, but just where we're going and where we're at with our football team, and from a scheme standpoint and things like that, looking through it all throughout the year, though this through these last few days, I feel pretty strongly that it was a decision that was best for the organization. And he speaks weird. Sorry, it's a quote. My bad. And even though it was a tough one I didn't want to make, it was something that once I realized that I think a different direction is what is best for our organization, then it's something that I have to do. So I let him know this morning. I know I wasn't able to let you guys know yesterday because I wasn't sure about it yesterday, but I am now. That's the case, and I want to let you guys know firsthand. So that was the case. And we know they've been beefing. They've been beefing all season. And so, like I said, the 49ers have a scheme. They just need a coach to come in and execute it. They already have what they want to do in place. So it's tough. Steve Wilks was scapegoated. It's the writing is clear as day, and it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. You know what I mean? They'll get somebody to replace him. They'll get somebody. There's some guys out there. Yeah, I mean, I've heard Rex Ryan thrown out there. There's a lot of guys out there that will go out, that will willingly, gladly go to the 49ers because again, it is a pipeline job. Who wouldn't take that job? It's a pipeline job. That job is almost, except for the case of Steve Wilks, going to put you in a good position to land a head coaching job. I'm not saying that I'm not saying that he's the right man. I'm just saying that there's guys out there that will gladly take that job. Ron Rivera. Yeah, absolutely. Ron Rivera will be a great fit, and he's available. Although you getting some that's very similar, a similar mind. Steve Wilks is a Ron Rivera descendant. He comes from Ron Rivera's tree. So but it's unfortunate, man. And I really feel like it's it's not cool. I don't like the way Shanahan did that. And again, I could get to many reasons. I can get to many reasons. Many reasons before Steve Wilks is the reason you lost that Super Bowl. Because if you win a Super Bowl, you're not firing Steve Wilks. Period. If you win the Super Bowl, you're not going to fire Steve Wilks. And you could have won a Super Bowl if your offense was on point. If your offense and if your quarterback hits wide open guys in the end zone, you win a Super Bowl. If CMC doesn't fumble and gives Mahomes the football in the red zone, you probably win a Super Bowl. If you had the right strategy in the overtime, you probably win a Super Bowl. There's a lot of reasons that I get to you winning a Super Bowl before Steve Wilks being a problem. If George Kittle gets more active, He can't get more active because CMC got 30 touches. Huh. 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 CMC 30 touches. Can't nobody else touch the football. Now Ayuk pissed. Mm, mm. We don't want to go there, do we? Y'all don't want me to pod. Y'all really don't want me to pod. I could get to many reasons before I get to Wilks, but y'all don't want me to pod, bruh. Y'all don't want me to pod, man. Y'all don't want me to pod, bro. I'ma chill because y'all don't want me to go there. Y'all don't want me to go there. Now everybody mad. Everybody in the offense mad. Ayuk girlfriend, she out here, going on IG. Y'all don't want me to pod, bro. 30 touches for CMC. Can't nobody else touch the football. Seen that before, right? I'ma chill though. I'ma chill, bro. Cause y'all, as soon as I start talking CMC, hey, y'all, here come the haters. Here come the CMC capes. So I'ma chill. But again, shout out to my man Austin. Who said they don't want you to pod? Hey, I just be telling the truth, bro. I just be chilling, man. I just be spitting the facts, bro. You got all these weapons on offense, and you can't get them. You can't use them. You can't use them because you feel like you obligated. Everybody on the TV and the broadcast, you gotta feed CMC. You gotta get CMC the ball. You gotta go back to CMC. Keep going to CMC. Go to C, bro. You got 13 other weapons. That offense is prolific. You got Debo. You got Kittle. Spread the football around, bro. That's what got you there. When you're an offensive genius, you don't gotta go to CMC all the time. That ain't Wilks' fault that you can't get the offense together. But even being a game manager, Purdy, he is a game manager. But even elite, like and going to the words of Cam Newton, you could still be a great game manager, bro. Great game managers make those throws to Debo Samuel's in the end zone, wide open. Great game managers hit Ayuk in the end zone. There's levels to game manager. Bro, this is what I've been saying. Landon, this is what I've been saying. And it's all good when you got offensive player of the year and you got accolades and you got all this and you got all that. It all sounds great, bro. It's all when you got 2,000 yards, you got all purpose and you cooking. It's all good. It's all good till it ain't all good because your other mouths ain't getting fed. No, I've been said it. I've been said it, bro. I've been very consistent, and I'm not trying to take away. And again, when I say stuff like that, when I start talking about CMC, I'm not talking about his talent, bro. He's a very talented player. Extremely talented. Extremely talented. Bro, if I had an offensive mind that could use him properly, get him mixed into the game properly, without having him be the absolute focal point of the offense, bro, you can make it work. And I felt like that's what San Francisco did all season. They did a great job mixing it in. They had another running back. Their backup running back is great too. When you get everybody going, bro, that's what cooks. When you get Kittle, that's what allows everybody. You can't focus on everybody. But then because you got CMC, you feel like you got to feed them. You feel like you got to give them the football every play, every single down. That's when your offense gets one side. That's the trap that Carolina fell in. That's the trap that Carolina fell in. That's why they had the 2,000 all-purpose yard season, and we had 5 wins. But y'all want me to? I'm chilling, man. Let me chill. Let me chill. I'm chilling. Joe Clarity says it was rumored preseason that Debo was interested in going elsewhere. Does he stay in San Fran, bro? I don't know, bro. Ayuk wants out now. It's a couple people, bro. It's frustrating. You're not gonna get your numbers, bro. You're not gonna get your numbers. So again, I'm chilling, bro. Again, they had San Francisco's roster is great on both sides of the football. They are great on personnel wise, and they could keep it together. If they can find a way to keep it together, I think it's going to be tougher next year because people are going to figure it out, bro. Brock Purdy has a cap that he's going to hit. Unless he breaks through that and starts to become that elite level game manager, bro, they're not going to win a Super Bowl. He has to break through that. He has to make the throws where guys are wide open in the end zone. He has to hit those under pressure. He has to go take that next step. If they don't, or if he doesn't, they won't as a team. They're going to get to the NFC Championship or get to the Super Bowl and lose. He has to break through, which is why I always go back to. It's always great to have a CMC, but it's your team is only going to go as far as your quarterback can take you unless you have an elite defense. Now, they were good on both sides of the football field. The 49ers have almost a perfectly constructed roster. It's almost damn near perfect. It's almost damn near perfect. But even with that, your quarterback has to make plays. Your quarterback has to be, even the best game managers, all the mid-level quarterbacks. You talk about Nick Foles, all those guys. They made plays when it counted. They made the plays when it counted. Your quarterback is going to have to make a play. You're going to have to trust your quarterback to make a play when it gets to that point in the Super Bowl. No matter how good CMC is, no matter bro, Brock Purdy. One of the touchdowns throws didn't even come from Brock Purdy. It came from Jennings. They trying to take the ball out my man's hands. But y'all won't be the pod, man. I'm chilling. I got 3 minutes left. But listen, at the end of the day, I think San Francisco, they're only going to go as far as Brock can take them. No matter how good that roster is, Brock has to go take that next leg. He played a great game. He played very solid against the Chiefs. But great ain't good enough. You got to be elite. When you're going up against Patrick Mahomes, you can't miss those throws in the end zone. That's not Steve Wilks' fault. That's not Steve Wilks' fault. When it boils down to it, they still gonna be looking at the defense next year. Because listen, the defense can't get much greater than what it was. It can't get much greater than what it was under Wilks. That's my thing, bro. It's not, your quarterback's gonna have to take a larger step than your defense is. Period. Your quarterback is going to have to take a bigger step than your defense is. Hey, Gray Fox. Hey, you right, bro. But guess what? That top 3 defense and Patrick Mahomes ain't going nowhere. They not going nowhere. So you better figure it out. Hey, the most talented QB of all time is in his prime. He's 28 years old. So to beat him, you better get better. That's what you gotta beat. That's the standard. That top 3 defense or the best defenses in the NFL, they not going nowhere either the way they constructed. So you better find a way. You better find a way. They not going nowhere. This ain't Denver. This is not a Denver situation where Peyton Manning was in his glory days, and he went off to the he went off to the and retired. This ain't one of them. This ain't Denver, bro. The Chiefs ain't going nowhere. You better find a way to get over it, and that's why a point goes back to the quarterback, bro. Doing what Steve Wilks doing what he did against Patrick Mahomes was enough. What your quarterback play wasn't. Period. It is what it is, man. Listen, y'all don't want me to really pie, bro. I'm chilling. Shout out to CMC. Great player. Shout out to the 49ers. Shanahan, no shout out for you. You get no shout out. You get no shout out, bro. No shout out to Kyle Shanahan. I done shouted you out enough on this pod. I take it all back. I take all the shout outs back, man. You did Steve Wilks dirty. You owe that man an apology, bro. No shout outs for you. Do I feel guilty for rooting against him? Nah, I don't. I don't. Because if I had, I don't at all. I don't. Not one bit. Not one bit. Heart of stone, bro. Not one bit. Go Chiefs. Yeah, Rahate, exactly. Rahate, the hater mode stay activated for all former Panthers, especially the good ones. But anyway, I got to get out of here. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe button, notification bell, get in the comments, all that good stuff, man. I will holler at y'all. We got some good stuff coming up. Combine coming up. Some good combine coverage. More mock drafts coming along the way. It's a busy couple months for me, but we'll make it through. Pro days, all that, all that good stuff is coming. All right. That being said, I'm out. I'll holler at y'all. Thank y'all for joining me on the Morning Huddle. We'll holler at y'all next one. Peace.